Kia ora, my name is Manpreet and I'm an early childhood teacher here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. I'm doing Masters of Education from the University of Auckland, which is closely related to my ECE practice.
Kia ora, my name is Rupeshika and I'm originally from Sri Lanka. I'm pursuing my Master of Education at the University of Auckland. I came to the University of Auckland right after I finished my bachelor's in teaching English as a second language at the University of Kelaniya from Sri Lanka.
So Rupeshika, what brings you to education?
My passion in education is deeply grounded in my family, where my mother is a teacher. That's where I thought that I'd explore my possibilities in education. What about you, Manpreet?
Something that I really enjoy being around kids is seeing the world from their eyes, that wonder, that fascination and that excitement in every little thing that they see. Sometimes as adults we forget to look at the world in this excitement and the wonders that it has got. But being around kids, that enables me, and that something keeps me glued to ECE.
The favorite part about that is the agency of a child, because we tend to, not give their voice a chance most of the time. Like, it can be unintentional, but throughout this program, I actually learned, even it can relate to my own childhood as well. When I was studying in this program, a lot of assignments actually focused on our perspectives as well, connecting our experiences with the wider education context. I think that has been the best experience for me with regard to my childhood, and where I connect that to this program. I finished my undergraduate studies in a state university in Sri Lanka at University of Kelaniya, Sri Lanka, and I did my undergraduate studies in TESOL, teaching English as a second language, and I worked there for like 6 months as an assistant lecturer in the same university, and I decided I need more understanding about the wider education context. That's where I decided to pursue postgraduate studies at the University of Auckland.
So why did you choose the taught option for Masters of Education as compared to the research option?
I finished my bachelor's with a research component in it, so I decided to go with a taught option this time with my postgraduate studies. I was lacking knowledge about early childhood. That's where I selected the Master of Education in Early Childhood with a specialization. So I would say, with regard to my career aspirations, I could go into leadership and, or into academia, and use the knowledge that I gained from the program, and then apply the knowledge more critically into the wider education context. So you are doing research option for your master's.
Correct.
Why did you select that?
Doing Bachelors of Education helped me have deeper understanding of pedagogy and curriculum. However, Masters of Education is helping me add to that experience, not only add, but to be able to think about policies and practices which have an impact on our daily practice as a teacher. And at the same time, if you are doing a research option, then you can bring in your lived experiences and inform those practices directly and indirectly.
As an example, if you take policy and practice, what is missing, what is the gap? So you'd be able to identify, the broader context. It is thinking about it more critically, more in a more analytical manner.
Yeah, I totally agree. Looking into the policy and practice gaps that are there, and how as teachers we can bring those gaps together.
So you are working right now in ECE right now while you're studying. So how does it feel like, and how are you managing your studies while working?
Yeah, it can be overwhelming, but having a great support system here at the university, like class reps, OSA, and the lecturers themselves are super supportive. You need help, they're available via email. and face-to-face during lectures or after lectures, the availability of them, attending to the concerns or any questions we might have has been super helpful. And the tribe I have at home to help me out with my studies and take some workload off me, that has been great. So Rupeshika, why did you choose to learn on campus as compared to online option?
The resources and the support that you get on campus is tremendous. So you get to interact with your lecturers like face to face. And if you have any questions, any concerns, let's say regarding your assessments or regarding anything that you don't understand, they'd actually provide you with support that you need. And also the services such as library services and other related services that are available on campus for students. That's fantastic for me. There has been a great support system for me as an international student.
Yeah, mine's the same as well. I'm a sort of person who likes to see people face to face, and that connection needs to be built before teaching and learning happens. So that fosters my need that I have of connection before I delve into academic stuff.
I should add to that actually the clubs that are available in the
Yes.
university. I actually made a lot of friends in the university while studying because I was on campus most of the time. So I love the city, of course, and it is a very multicultural and, a vibrant location for me.
What has been the highlight for you in Masters of Education at the University of Auckland so far?
During the Global Childhoods paper, uh, where we had to apply our knowledge more critically into wider contexts, which are like, more into advocacy for children. Those areas are some areas that we often overlook. And also, I studied some papers related to inclusive education during my study period, which I gained a lot of knowledge about policy, advocacy, and, inclusive settings, and also both global and local context. So it has been a really pleasure, like I gained a lot of knowledge with regard to those areas about the wider education context. So what about you?
I enjoyed meeting people from all around the globe, um, listening to their experiences of teaching and learning in ECE centers and primary schools has been a tremendous amount of gain of knowledge. And someone I met last semester they did a paper exchange from a university from Australia, and I got the privilege to participate in their study that they are doing this semester. That has been a highlight, having those connections made overseas at the same time you're teaching and learning, not only from your lecturers, but from your peers that you meet from all around the world. Something that amazed me was that the cohort was not only from early childhood education, it was from all teaching backgrounds such as primary, and I know a couple of students that were from secondary as well, and you're an example who's got expertise in English language teaching and learning. So that was something that really helped me to get to know people and their backgrounds. At the same time, we were helping each other in our teaching and learning, and then making those conversations in classrooms are more critical and in depth.
So, for me, in terms of, what surprised me the most in this program is I got to learn there are a lot of areas that are related to, especially this critical point of a child, like children coming from diverse backgrounds like cultures, ethnic diversities, and, vulnerable situations or inclusive situations. So, I got to learn a lot of surprising facts related to those areas and how we can critically, engage in those discussions while connecting, the theories and practical scenarios into the learning journey.
It helps me delve into the questions such as whose knowledge is valued and acknowledged in ECE, and how teachers can support those children coming from diverse backgrounds. In early childhood education, you are not only scaffolding children's learning, fostering their development and thinking, but at the same time involving their cultures, their identities, the languages that they bring in. You are not only helping them learn, but at the same time, you are learning about the funds of knowledge, backgrounds, the identities that they bring with them. That is something that stands out for me and keeps me in ECE. What I will advise my fellow teachers is, please do come and do Masters of Education here at the University of Auckland with a great support system here.